Good evening or good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Let's have a smile and enjoy this learning process. So today we are again going with reading part C. Specifically, as per your request, we will be trying something about lexical questions. Okay, this is very, very easy. The easiest ones that you can score 4 marks within no time from 2 texts. So we'll be enjoying the lexical questions. Along with that, somebody has requested me need more paragraph structure, sessions on paragraph structure. So we'll be looking into a bit more paragraph structure. Okay, OET key skills, OET reading part C skills, lexical questions. We'll be focusing on lexical questions. Some impressions. They will be looking into the detail where you have to scan and understand. Second one, they will be asking for the attitude of the writer. Third one is opinion. Fourth one is conclusions. Then you have 2 types which are known as lexical questions. One is vocabulary, other one is reference question. But both are known as lexical questions. So in the first 4, you focus on views and opinions of the writer. There's a major portion. Views and opinions of the writer. And coming to now, this vocabulary and reference questions are known as lexical questions. Vocabulary lexical questions, a single word or phrase underlined and bold in the question and the text. It will be bold, sometimes maybe underlined as well. In the question statement, question stem, as well as in the text, it will be highlighted, bold and underlined. So decide what the word or phrase relates to. That particular highlighted bold word, you are supposed to decide what the word or phrase relates to. It can be one word or a group of words, a phrase. A single word or phrase underlined, bold in the question and the text. Now, some of them will be complex sentences. Here is an example. Okay. The example is effort substitution. That is highlighted here. The question step. And the same is highlighted and underlined in the text. See, effort substitution. Okay, effort substitution. This is the phrase, 2 words, which is highlighted in the question stem and in the text. This is what lexical questions are. This is how they present it. Yes, let's check one question. Find the answer after the word or phrase. Yes, phrase. Normally, you have to swoop into that particular place where the highlighted word is there. Most of the time, 90+ chances is that the next sentence or what is given after the highlighted word is the answer. So you need not go anywhere. Within fraction of seconds, you can answer the question. So just go to the highlighted question, highlighted word, and what comes after that. If you don't find after the highlighted word, you may have to read the previous sentence. If you don't understand, you will have to read the previous sentence. So here you see, this is the question, and where is the word? Effort substitution. See, there is a danger that they tend to encourage effort substitution, explains Dixon Woods. In other words, people concentrate. In other words means same thing being explained, right? In other words, people concentrate on the areas that are being insensitivized but neglect other areas. Okay? People neglect the area that is insensitivized. Did you get me? So the staff focus their attention on a limited number of issues. People concentrate on the areas that are being insensitivized but neglect other areas. Other areas are neglected means limited areas. Focus their attention on limited number of issues or areas. We'll definitely read this once. Let's check. We'll also find out the paragraph structure probably. Okay. I'll make the system read for you. Listen and read, okay? This also to understand the paragraph structure. Actually, for lexical questions, you don't require to understand the whole thing. You can immediately swoop into that particular area where the word is highlighted and read what comes next.
What is meant by the phrase effort substitution in the second paragraph? Option A, monetary resources are diverted unnecessarily. Option B, time and energy is wasted on irrelevant matters. Option C, staff focus their attention on a limited number of issues. Option D. People have to take on tasks which they are unfamiliar with. This and similar incidents are what inspired Professor Dixon Woods of the University of Cambridge, UK, to set out on a mission to improve patient safety. It is, she admits, going to be a challenge. Many different policies and approaches have been tried to date, but few with widespread success, and often with unintended consequences. Financial incentives are widely used, but recent evidence suggests that they have little effect. There's a danger that they tend to encourage effort substitution, explains Dixon Woods. In other words, people concentrate on the areas that are being incentivized, but neglect other areas. It's not even necessarily conscious neglect. People have only a limited amount of time, so it's inevitable they focus on areas that are measured and rewarded.
You know, the whole thing, I have highlighted it because we don't want to spend too much time on that. It's very simple. Look into the sentence or the words portion of the sentence which comes after the highlighted word. This also will be highlighted in the question stem, effort substitution. Okay, let's go to the next. Yes. Now this is the one you will have to answer, give me the answer, okay?
When the writer uses the word cost in the second paragraph, she is referring to A. Overwhelming evidence. B. Placental insufficiency. C. Viable pregnancy. D. Reduced growth. Pregnancies that are complicated by suboptimal conditions in the womb, such as happens during preeclampsia or placental insufficiency, enforce physiological adaptations in the unborn child and placenta. While these adaptations are necessary to maintain viable pregnancy and sustain life before birth, they come at a cost. The biological trade-off is reduced growth, which may in turn affect the development of key organs and systems such as the heart and circulation, thereby increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease in adult life. Overwhelming evidence in more than a dozen countries has linked development under adverse intrauterine conditions leading to low birth weight with increased rates in adulthood of coronary heart disease and its major risk factors, hypertension, atherosclerosis.
Yeah, now cost immediately where you have to go? Yes, after the highlighted word. So, after the highlighted word you have the trade-off is reduced growth. Reduced growth is given, which is option? Option?
Yes, so that easy it is. Actually, there are so many students who, as soon as they start reading part C, they answer these 4 questions immediately within fraction of seconds, then go into the other questions. So that they are sure those 4 are right. Okay. These are taken, randomly taken from different lexical questions, since we have only 2 each in each text. So that's how we go with the lexical questions. And here you have, yes. See now, this such as happening during preeclampsia, placental insufficiency, or those things can be just ignored as you read. The biological trade-off is reduced growth. The cost is reduced growth. Biological trade-off means an expression to say the effect is reduced growth, which may in turn affect the development of key organs and systems such as the heart and circulation, thereby increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease in adult life. And the cause and effect language, you have seen all these days as we are having the sessions, repeatedly it happens in the text.
So we'll look into the paragraph structure. There was a request from somebody yesterday of this particular paragraph. Let's check how the cause and effect language can trick you. Okay.
See now, the first part, yeah, topic sentence. You see, the first part I said topic sentence, there is a main sentence which gives a problem or a cause, whatever is. Here it says pregnancies that are complicated by suboptimal conditions in the womb enforce physiological adaptations in the unborn child and placenta. Try to write in your own way, summarize that sentence. Pregnancies that are complicated pregnancies by suboptimal conditions in the womb enforce physiological adaptations in the unborn child. So you can summarize that. Then after that, why? They said this statement, the topic sentence, now
they have to explain, they have to give the reason. So supporting sentence 1, that gives the reason. Then you have
the effect, okay? Effect, cost, biological trade-off. Cause is this, then the effect is this. Cause is given in the topic sentence, then the effect is given here. Then effect of above effects. Effect of effects of above effect. Biological trade-off. Cost is reduced growth. Okay, reduced growth is the biological trade-off. And next, they are giving the effects of the above effect. What is the effect of reduced growth? That is a supporting sentence 2. SS2 means supporting sentence 2. So then evidence is given. Illustration is given. This dark side, the highlighted shade here, black, light black shade. That is evidence or illustration. So you have the topic sentence, supporting sentence 1, supporting sentence 2, and the explanation or illustration, the examples given. This sentence can be simplified and written, shortened and written. Pregnancy is complicated by suboptimal conditions in the womb and post-physiological adaptations in the unborn child. You can make your own sentence. Then these adaptations are necessary to maintain sustained life before death. Why these adaptations are required? Because these are required to maintain or sustain life before death. It means in the womb. Okay. Now the biological trade-off. Cost. What is the cost? This leads to reduced growth, which may in turn affect heart and circulation, cardiovascular disease. See the effects of the effect. Effects of the effect. If you remember, I have explained sometime earlier. See, now if I tell you that I am having high temperature because I was wet in the rain yesterday. I had to be wet in the rain yesterday and I got high temperature. And because of high temperature, I am having severe body pain. I'm having severe body pain. Now, what is the cause? Cause is getting wet in the rain. Effect is fever. Effect of that effect is severe body pain. Effect of that effect is severe body pain and headache. Now, what they will ask, maybe they will confuse between this effects of effect, and the cause. So you should be very careful. The options will be given. One cause you will have to ask, what is the cause of getting wet in the rain? What is the cause? Options will be headache, severe body pain, then high temperature. Okay, now this is what you have to understand the cause, effect, and effects of effects. They will confuse between you. If you write any other answer, that will be wrong. So here the effect is reduced growth. Effect is cause is growth. Physiological adaptation in the unborn child, cause, and the real effect is reduced growth. Effect of because of that effect of that reduced growth is heart and circulation, cardiovascular disease. Yes. Then evidence is given which may lead to low birth weight. Again, you see one more effect is given. Effects of effect. Intrauterine weight leading to low birth weight with increased rates in adulthood of coronary heart disease and its major risk factors, hypertension, and all those things. Okay. I can't see the last line. Okay. So effects of effect. That is low birth weight, hypertension, and atherosclerosis. Am I right? So you see the beauty, and they will confuse you between these five effects of effect. Your answer will be you will be expected to write the answer, the main effect. You got temperature, high temperature. After that, because of high temperature, you have severe body pain, headache, nausea. All those are effects of the effect. Okay. Optimal conditions in the womb and post-physiological adaptations in the unborn child. These adaptations, why do they require? Maintain, sustain life before birth. This leads to reduced growth, which may in turn affect heart and circulation, cardiovascular disease. Then, overwhelming evidence in more than a dozen countries show that low birth weight, hypertension, and atherosclerosis. Okay. Atherosclerosis. Okay. Now you see from here, this is the cause or the problem. Then why the problem happens. Then what is the effect? Reduced growth. And then two effects of this effect. Then the effects of these two effects, three effects of these two effects. You got the idea, right? And this is how we have to understand the paragraph. It takes some time. It's not that easy. In the initial stage, you have to keep writing down all these things. Gradually, you'll understand. And these are the strategies being used. And most of the texts, you'll find a good number of texts with the cause and effect language. Cause, effect.